Hello kids, it's Mr. Rush with Friday's edition of Show and Tell. Before I jump into Show and Tell, I have some thank yous I want to send out. First off, thank you to Mrs. Wilson, Xavier, Zoe, Miles Wilson for all their great work on their show this week. I can tell you for 100% certain, kids, it takes a lot of work to get the props ready, to get the songs ready, to get your script ready, and then all the filming and the editing and everything that has to go on to put on one of these YouTube videos. So thank you to the whole Wilson family for all of their work this week. Also, thank you goes out to Mrs. Elam. Mrs. Elam, your songs have been great. I've enjoyed them. They've been uplifting. I promise I haven't been singing. I've just been listening, but thank you for using your gifts and talents to bring us up at this point. Thank you to Father Hunter for all he's doing on YouTube to help us spiritually. Father Hunter, I've been watching your videos. You're doing a good job, so keep that up. And then finally, thanks to my family, to Mrs. Rush, to my son Nicholas and my daughter Rachel that are here at the house at this point. They've helped me immensely with the filming and the editing and the posting and the unposting and all of the stuff going on with YouTube at this point. So thank you to my family for all their help. Without further ado, we will move on now to Show and Tell for today. Remember, kids, if you have a guess of what it is that I'm show and telling, either add it as a comment on the YouTube channel or send me an email and say, hey, I was right, this is what I guessed. Okay? Yesterday we had 5 adults that were able to guess the Coke collectible bottle. Nobody got the Coach Bryant part right. We did have 5 adults that were able to guess that, hey, it was some sort of Coke collectible bottle. So congratulations to those people. Kids, if you guess correctly, I'll mention your names on YouTube. But for right now, didn't have any correct guesses from kids, so we'll move on to today's clue. 3 of them, of course. And the best part is every single person that knows me should get this correct. I should have 1,000 emails come in today of guesses that are correct. Okay? So here are the clues. First clue. This is a famous cartoon character. Now, kids, if you pay attention to the casual days at school, the t-shirts that I wear all the time with my favorite cartoon character on it, you should already guess at this point. I'm going to be disappointed if you haven't guessed correctly. But here's the second clue, just in case. This cartoon character is over 90 years old. That should make it pretty easy. Final clue. He has a faithful dog. Now, I was going to go ahead and give you the dog's name, but then I thought, nah, these kids need a little bit of a challenge. So I'm not going to give you the dog's name, but with those 3 clues and knowing the t-shirts I wear all the time, every single one of you should have guessed correctly, okay? In case you haven't, I will go ahead with the show and tell. Today's show and tell item is my Mickey Mouse. I'm going to use Mickey Mouse as a broad thing today. It's not just this doll. But Mickey Mouse and this doll are very, very special to me. This doll was given to me by my wife last Father's Day. She had it specially made for me and had the special jersey. So this is one of my favorite Mickey Mouses. I have a whole big, huge collection of them. Maybe over the next several days I can show you my Mickey Mouse collection. But this is one of my most special ones. Okay? The other thing I want to show you having to do with Mickey Mouse is this picture. I'm going to hold this up nice and close. You will see there me in the picture. Got a Mickey Mouse sweatshirt on and my Mickey Mouse ears. Sorry for the glare on the picture, but I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so that's my Mickey Mouse picture that I wanted to show to you. And now, of course, there is a story that goes with this. So here's the story behind Mickey Mouse. When I was a young kid, probably 2nd, 3rd grade, my dream at that point was to go to Disney World. And it wasn't in the cards for my family. It was too far away. It was too expensive, so we never got to make the trip. When my wife and I got married, I shared with her that one of my bucket list things that I wanted to do was I wanted to go to Walt Disney World and I wanted to meet Mickey Mouse. So as a surprise in 1997 or 1998, she surprised me with a trip down to Walt Disney World. We stayed at the All-Star Sports Complex. We were there for a week. We traveled all over the Disney properties, saw lots of cool things, rode lots of cool rides, and had the time of my life there in Walt Disney World, okay? But the most special part of it came on the first day. The very first place she took me was to the Magic Kingdom. She took me to this place called Toontown, and that's where Mickey Mouse's house was at. We went through Mickey Mouse's house, and I got to see all the cool things that I'd seen on cartoons for years. And then you went out the back door of his house, and there was what was called Toontown Fair set up. And it was a huge circus tent, Okay, it wasn't a real circus tent, it was a Disney circus tent, so it was good for weather and that type of thing. But you went into this tent and you waited in this long line, the longest line I think I've ever waited in for anything without complaining. So as I'm waiting in this line, I'm there with 7-year-old kids, 6-year-old kids, 2-year-old kids, 3-year-old kids, just lots of kids around me with their parents, and there's me in the line by myself. My wife is over in the photography line so that when I got up to this special guest I was going to see, she could take the pictures. So I'm going through this line and all of these kids are super excited and I'm more excited than any of them. So I get up to Mickey Mouse and I gave him a great big hug and I tried to tell him how special it was to finally meet him for the first time. And I started tearing up just like I am right now. And I will never forget, Mickey didn't say anything to me, but he took my hand and he kind of patted my hand and we took the picture that I showed you, this picture right here. If you look real close, you can kind of see my eyes are a little watery. I was so excited. It was the greatest thing I'd ever gotten to do. My wife got the picture made for me and the rest is history at this point. But it's one of my most cherished memories when I got to meet Mickey Mouse. So kids, that's my show and tell for today. I will encourage you going into this weekend to stay active, make sure that you're doing stuff. Please be helping your parents out around the house. Be the best part of you can possibly be for them. Don't be fighting with your brothers and sisters and that kind of thing. Everybody just try to get along. And again, I will say, Mrs. Wilson and I miss you guys a lot. We wish we could be with you. But between now and then, we'll just keep doing these videos for you. I will be doing a couple things over the weekend that are not show and tell and that type of thing, just so I can be with you on the weekend. So I'll send out a couple things on Saturday and Sunday. So be prepared for those things. And then I'll see you back on Monday for show and tell. Everybody have a good weekend.